This review contains spoilers. We start the episode with Miguel's family. At the dinner, his mom asks him about the Halloween dance. On the next day, we see Miguel training at Cobra Kai. He wants to learn kicking, but Johnny tells him that he isn't ready yet. Then we jump to the school. Miguel talks with his friends about the dojo while Kyla flirts with Samantha. Samantha's friend Aisha tells Samantha that she has a good idea for a costume. She gets then dissed by one of Samantha's new friends. We then see a montage in which Johnny tries to advertise his dojo. After he gets always turned down, he goes back to the dojo. Miguel is waiting for the training, but Johnny isn't in the mood for doing this. Miguel then shows him that he made a website for the dojo. And after he hears the new ringtone of Miguel's phone, his mood lightens up, and he decides to teach him how to kick. In the night, they go to the school. At the pool, Johnny binds Miguel's hands and throws him into the pool. Miguel is successful with this part of the training. Then we get a little training montage with learning kicking. After the training, Johnny wants to drive Miguel to the Halloween dance. He sees Miguel's costume and makes some jokes and helps him with a better costume. In the meantime, Daniel is watching Kyla and Samantha because he doesn't trust Kyla after Johnny told him about the incident with Miguel. In Daniel's break time, his colleagues give him tips on how he should deal with the problem. Daniel tries to be reasonable and wants to talk with her. So after Daniel is at home, he wants to talk with Samantha, but she is in the shower. Daniel wants to leave, but he hears an incoming message from the laptop. Daniel gets curious and spies on her. His wife caught him, but he has an excuse. The family talks at the dinner about the dance. Daniel tells everyone that he will be a chaperone at the dance. Samantha is not a fan of this idea, and Daniel promises her that he will be like a ghost. Miguel arrives at the party as a skeleton. He goes to his friends and talks to them. Daniel is here too and has an eye on Samantha, while Samantha hangs out with her new friends. Meanwhile, John is hanging flyers everywhere at the high school. Daniel then sees Miguel in his costume, which reminds him of how he got beaten up by Johnny. He follows Miguel and finds Johnny promoting his dojo. Daniel asks Johnny why he brings back Cobra Kai. Johnny answers him with that he isn't his old sensei, and the lessons he got taught work. Daniel of course disagrees. But then he sees Samantha and Kyla, stops the discussion with Johnny and follows them. Kyla is with Samantha in an empty classroom and wants to give her a gift. He has some problems with his belt and needs help from Samantha. Daniel finds them and interrupts them immediately. Kyla shows what he had intended to give her, and Samantha is pissed at Daniel. Miguel is with his friends at the toilet and Kyla is coming in with his friends, and they talk about how he tries to get closer with Samantha. Miguel and his friends hear the conversation but make a noise. Miguel's friends run away, but Miguel stays. They make jokes about him and Miguel strikes first. The three beat him up and leave the room. John is next to the room while they are leaving and finds Miguel lying on the floor. So, what did I think about this episode? Well, I had two little problems with this episode, so let's jump in. the first problem I had, and this is the smaller one. Daniel goes to Samantha's room and wants to talk with her. She's in the bathroom taking a shower. They talk through the kind of closed door and they talk with a normal volume. Then she gets a message and he spies on her. Then his wife comes in and asks him what he's doing. All of this is in the same volume like he talked with Samantha. So actually, Samantha should have heard everything what they talk about. So you could argue that she already knew because of this that he's spying on her. So that is the minor problem with this episode. Which leads to my next problem. Too many things happen at the right time. Daniel is coming into Samantha's room while she is in the shower. Perfect timing for doing this so he can have this moment, which is point number 2, a message coming in while he is in the room. Number 3, that Samantha let her laptop open. Number 4, that Kyla sent her a message which Daniel can get triggered by. I dislike this because it is not character driven. It is driven by lucky coincidences. Like what would have been if Samantha wasn't in the shower. Daniel would have, like he had planned, a talk with her. She would be like, yeah, don't worry, I'm careful and stuff like this. And Daniel would be, okay, everything is awesome, great, good talk, you're a good daughter. He doesn't go to the party and certain stuff wouldn't happen. The same is, of course, with the open laptop and with the message from Kyla that this comes at the right time, that the laptop is open so he can hear an incoming message and so on. Then that Miguel has a very bad costume, so Johnny has the opportunity to give him the one costume which Daniel triggers, that Miguel passes Daniel so that he cannot miss him, that Samantha and Kyla are going into a classroom where Daniel can see them pass while he is talking with Johnny, that Daniel finds them in a moment which doesn't look innocent. I mean, for these things, I have the same argument. Too many things happened by accident, it's not character driven, so let's continue with this freaking list. That Samantha's new friend sends the message at the time when Samantha stays right next to her. That Miguel and his friends have to go at the right time to the toilet. Then that they are in the right bathroom. I guess a school has more than one bathroom. That Kyla talks exactly about this topic when they come in. That they made a noise and run off. So there are too many lucky coincidences. You change one of these things I have now said, the story can go way different. And you have so many things which has to happen that the plot can happen like they intended it in the writing, you know? This is not a sign of good writing. But everything else was pretty good. I really like how Johnny and Miguel are bonding with each other. I like that Daniel doesn't trust Kyla. I actually thought he wouldn't believe Johnny. I liked especially the discussion between Daniel and Johnny combined with the end of the episode. So why he brings Cobra Kai back. So I really like this. So that was my review of episode 3. What did you think about this episode? Let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you are new. Have a nice one. Take care. Bye.